Here are some packing and moving tips from a pro. I've seen videos where they tell you that as you're packing, go ahead and declutter your house while you're doing that. Yeah, don't do that. You'll drive yourself nuts. When you're in packing mode, you're in packing mode. You're not in decluttering mode. So what do? The minute you find out you're going to move, and hopefully you've got months of advanced notice for that, just start going through cupboards. Like, open up a cupboard and go, okay, what have I not used in here for a while? I can tell you if I was moving, the angel food cake pan's going to go because I haven't used that in years. But just look at things. A surefire way to tell if something hasn't been used in a while is how much dust and dirt is on it. Open up a closet. Whatever's shoved the whole way to the back and in the bottom is stuff you probably haven't used in a while. Just grab it out. So just do a quick go through and throw out your trash. Most of what I do when I downsize people is getting rid of trash. Like, why do you have a coffee maker if you no longer have the carafe? Why do you have electronics that don't work or you aren't using anymore? Dead batteries, we've talked about that before. Just get rid of the trash. If you've got lids to pots you no longer have, get rid of the trash. So just kind of do a sweep through your house. When you're standing making dinner, open a cupboard and go, yeah, no, some of this I can do without. Pull it out, donate it. Then when you're ready to pack, you can just be in packing mode and not be trying to think, well, do I need this? Do I need that? So don't do them at the same time. You'll drive yourself nuts. You will. I buy all of my packing material from a moving company. It is much better quality than the stuff you're going to get at the big box stores. Most of your moving companies, if you call them, will tell you when they're open, and they will allow you to come in and purchase boxes, which they have all different kinds of sizes, which really makes life simple. And they have the packing paper. We call it reams of paper. And it's a much larger size than what you're going to get at one of the big box stores. So get your packing material from a moving company. It's much better quality. It's just going to go a lot easier for your move. And I buy my bubble wrap and my tape from the office supply store. Don't buy cheap tape. Don't ever buy cheap tape. It will peel off your boxes, and that's not a good thing. You're getting ready to move, and you're starting to pack your boxes. And someone's trying to sell you a neat little system of like colored stickers or colored tapes so you know what room it goes into. Don't do that. It never works the way you think it's going to, and it's actually pretty confusing on move day. So what do professionals use? Yellow sticky notes. So how do I use a yellow sticky note? When I pack a box, upper right-hand corner of the top goes a sticky note. It says what room it goes to and what's inside the box. On the right front face of it, same thing. It says what room it's going into and what's in it. So the reason I do that is because whoever's carrying the box in picks up the box and goes, oh, this one goes in the kitchen. And when they're stacked up and you're unpacking, you can look at it and go, oh, there's the plates and bowls. I want to unpack those next. It makes it super simple. So don't complicate things. Don't think stickers or different colored tape is going to help you. It's not. And don't use marker to write on the box. I mean, look at these boxes. They've got writing all over them. It gets very confusing. It's hard to read. This is not hard to read. So make it simple. Yellow sticky notes. Put a piece of tape across it. That way it's not going to come off during the move. When you start packing, you want to pack like a couple weeks before your move. Pack the non-essential stuff. Candles, knickknacks, anything you have on like your bookshelves, books, pictures off the wall, artwork, all of that stuff. Get that packed up first and out of the way. That's the easiest way. Then you pack your more essential things the week before the move. But anything that's just kind of decorative and not essential, get that packed up first. One of my favorite things to use when I'm packing somebody up, zipper bags. God, I go through a lot of these. So I use these anytime I'm cleaning out somebody's got stuff in their dresser or like an end table. You just take a zipper bag and you start filling it up with all the stuff that's in there. And just everything goes in a bag, unless it's something breakable. If you've got coasters, you've got to wrap those. But everything else can just go in the bag. And then I put the zipper bag back in the drawer for packing or for moving. So use zipper bags whenever you can. Like I said, dressers, nightstands, end tables, great for corralling things. Makes life a whole lot simpler. When you're packing things up in your house, think about what kind of things you have that you need to take with you that you can use for packing. Throws and blankets are great for if you have to wrap up artwork or you have like a wall clock, something like that. Ceramic lamps, glass lamps, things like that. Wrap them up in these. Don't just fill up a box full of blankets and full of throws that's just going to take up a lot of room when you can actually use these to wrap. You can also use them in some of your boxes for filler space if you need some extra cushioning. So use what you've got to wrap up what you have to take. When I do a move for myself or for one of my clients, I always try and have a couple days of overlap between the two places. Now I know that doesn't work for everybody, but especially with my clients, if I can move their kitchen a day or two before the rest of the stuff gets moved in, life is so much simpler for all of us. Trying to unpack a kitchen, there's a lot of boxes, a lot of paper, it takes up a lot of space. So if you can get that done before all the other boxes and furniture come into the house, it saves you quite the headache. And it just in general is nice because then no matter what goes on the day of the move, my clients can make themselves dinner that night and not have any problems. So whenever possible, move the kitchen a day or two before the rest of the stuff. You'll just be so much happier. It makes things go so easily. The morning of the move, the first thing I do with my clients is I come in and I have to unhook any landlines because some of them still have landlines. I unhook their modem. I unhook their cable for their TV. I unhook VCR because some of them still have VCRs. Unhook computer stuff, just all of that I am responsible to do. So I always have one box and I put any cords, any modems, remote controls from the TV, extension cords, anything like that all goes in that one box, and then it goes in my client's car so that they know where everything is. So whenever a service person comes in to hook up their TV, hook up their internet, they can just hand them the box and say, okay, whatever it is, it's in here, and that person gets to figure out how to hook it all up. I don't have to do that. But keep all that separate. Don't stick it on the moving truck, stick it in the car so you know where it all is. Anytime you're moving, especially if you take medications and things, you want to have, I use these canvas bags from like a grocery store. This is a true value. But you want to keep all of your medications, your phone charger, maybe if you have like a tablet, something like that. All those things you want to put in a bag and keep it with you, not with the moving company. Put it in your car so you know where it is. But especially my older clients who take medications, I want to make sure that they know where their meds are when they need them. So keep that stuff separate. Don't pack it in a box somewhere. Keep it with them. Don't forget when you're moving that you need a couple essentials when you walk in the door. So there's always one bag that I carry in first, and it has toilet paper, hand soap, and paper towels. You can maybe throw a few other things in there that you might need also, but that should be the first thing that goes in the house because you're going to find out that there's no toilet paper in the bathroom and you're going to want to wash your hands and there's nothing at the sink. So take that in first.